I spoke with eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley about other stories making news at the Capitol. Sean, a lot of people have been talking about Common Core recently, but the education rally that is coming up on Monday is not about Common Core at all. It's about school funding.
That's exactly right. Upwards of 30,000 teachers, students, and their parents are expected to come to the Capitol on Monday to talk about funding issues facing education in the state. Education funding, although it has increased in recent years on an inflation-adjusted basis, has not reached the levels that it was in fiscal year 2009 when the first cuts really began to take place. At the same time, you've seen a tremendous growth in the number of students, both in urban and rural schools, and as a result, there's less money to be spread around over a greater number of students. So there are some concerns there, and teachers, students, and their parents, as well as community leaders from various cities across the state, are going to come to the Capitol Monday to speak with their legislators about that. This is expected to be the largest single group of people we've seen at the Capitol since the protests related to House Bill 1017 back in the early 1990s.
The Senate Insurance Committee passed a bill regulating the healthcare navigators. Tell us about that.
Yes, under the Affordable Care Act, as many of us are aware, there are individuals who are there to help other people work their way through the Affordable Care Act, and in particular enrolling in the various insurance programs that are there. Once the deadlines pass this next week, for example, people will still have opportunities to work within the system to change their plan and improve their plan and things of that nature. So those individuals will still be out there working with people. However, there have been some concerns, particularly based on incidents in other states where you've had people who were convicted, for example, of identity theft, working as navigators, receiving financial information, receiving Social Security information, receiving health information. So this bill provides some regulations for both individuals who will be working as navigators and entities that may be employing people to work as navigators.
This was a fairly quiet week. What do you expect next week?
It was fairly quiet. Most of the work was taking place in committees, and most bills moved through easily. We will finish up committee work over the next 2 weeks, although we will probably see some more intense discussions on some of the legislation up for consideration, and then we will move to the floor to begin passing bills, in some cases for the last time, in other cases for the next to last time.
eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley, thank you.
You're very welcome.